There are so many videos on YouTube about American Girl dolls, but what if there was one going through every American Girl doll of the year? Oh. Hi freaks, I'm Penelope Peculiar, and today we are going to be talking about American Girl dolls. More specifically, all of the American Girl dolls of the year. But first, let's briefly discuss what American Girl dolls are. In the 1980s, an Eloisian teacher named Pleasant Rowland was looking at the dolls available to children and realized that there were no dolls that weren't either baby dolls or dolls portraying adults with careers. In 1986, she decided to take this problem into her own hands when she founded the Pleasant Company. Available via a mail order catalog, these dolls were 18 inches tall and were all 10-year-old girls from different time periods. Also included with the doll was a book so you could learn about the life of your new doll. These dolls were an immediate hit, selling over $1 million worth of product within their first year, which probably wasn't hard considering these dolls have always been on the pricier side when it comes to dolls. At the time of the first release, these dolls were $65 each. With inflation, that would be over $250 today. While most modern American Girl dolls are not that much, they are all still well over $100 each. Despite this, the Pleasant Company only began to grow, adding new historical dolls over the years. Because of the monetary success, toy companies began to notice. By 1998, the Pleasant Company had earned over $300 million in sales. It was then that Mattel bought the company from Rowland for $700 million. It was following this that they decided to change the name from the Pleasant Company, her namesake, to American Girl. Also following Mattel's ownership of the now American Girl dolls, they wanted to widen the range of the dolls to include a new Girl of the Year every single year, starting in 2001. The first ever American Girl doll of the year was Lindsey Bergman, a funny, good-hearted girl who just wants to help make the world a better place, although this may get her into trouble sometimes. She had a few accessories, including her laptop and bag, as well as a scooter. She was available between June of 2001 to December of 2002, unlike the dolls we will get into later. Despite how cute she is, Lindsey did not sell well, which would ultimately delay the release of the next Girl of the Year dolls, meaning there was never a Girl of the Year for 2002. So the next Girl of the Year would be for 2003, who is Kaylee Hopkins, a sporty girl that lives by the sea. She has to find ways to help save the beach and the creatures living there. Kaylee was given a much larger collection, including her wetsuit and bikini, her dog Sandy, a towel, a boogie board, and her snorkeling set. Due to the delayed production, Kaylee also had a strange release time, as she was available in July 2003 and was retired 1 year later. Only 5 months later, in December, the Girl of the Year for 2005 was released, who is Marisol Luna, a passionate dancer who is disappointed to find out her new neighborhood doesn't have a dance studio. Her collection includes a dance duffel bag, her pet cat, her performance trunk, spotlight stage and tiara, and 3 outfits, tap, ballet, and her spotlight outfits. She was retired in December of 2005 after selling out completely before the holidays. Perfect timing for the January 1st release of the 2006 Girl of the Year, Jess McConnell, who was the first Girl of the Year to feature a new face mold, nicknamed the Jess Mold. She's an adventurous girl who's traveling to Belize where she will learn new things about the world. Had several accessories, including her travel accessories, a motor scooter and helmet, her kayaking gear, a tree swing, and 2 outfits, her pajamas, and a 2-in-1 kayaking outfit. Jess was retired at the end of the year. Then, on January 1st of 2007, American Girl released the Girl of the Year, Nikki Fleming. She loves working with animals on her family's ranch, sometimes more than she can handle. She also had a large collection, including her straw hat, her service dog in training, Jackson the horse, as well as his tack box, Nikki's ski gear, and 4 outfits: ski wear, ranch outfit, her tie, top, and shorts, and finally, Nikki's gala outfit. She was the first Girl of the Year to have 2 books released about her. She was very popular and eventually sold out on December 13th of 2007. Quickly following her retirement, the Girl of the Year of 2008 was released, Maya St. Clair has a deep love for ice skating and knows that if she works hard, she will reach her dreams of becoming a professional figure skater. She was the first girl of the year to have a PC game, which was called Mia Goes for Great. Collections just keep getting bigger. Mia's included her meat accessories, purple ice skates, an ice rink, Mia's bedroom furniture and accessories, and 5 outfits. Mia's PJs, practice outfit, 2-in-1 skate outfit, her performance outfit, and Mia's silver skate dress. She was retired in December of the same year. Then, at the beginning of 2009, Krista Maxwell was unveiled as the Girl of the Year. Krista is a creative girl who is slowly moving to a new city where she not only has to get used to a new environment, she has to stand up against bullies at school with her new friends. She was the first Girl of the Year to have a movie made about her, which is titled An American Girl, Krista Stands Strong. She was also the first Girl of the Year doll to have some friend dolls released. Gwen and Sonali were released alongside Krista. Her collection included her pet llama, craft studio, party treats and table, Krista's snow gear, as well as 5 outfits, including her warm-up set, swim team gear, sundress, pajamas, and her snow outfit. Following the normal schedule, she was retired at the end of 2009. Lanie Holland was released as the Girl of the Year for 2010. Lanie is a nature and science lover who considers herself to be a scientist. In her story, she communicates with her friend Dakota via email while she is in Indonesia. Her email is Holland, not the country, at 4natter.net. Her collection included her meat accessories, a camper and gear, a hammock, a raccoon and can, a wildlife set, her nature set, and 4 outfits. Lanie's nightgown and orangutan, as well as her butterfly, garden, and nature outfits. She was of course retired in December, so that the Girl of the Year for 2011 could be released. She is Kanani Akina, who is living on the Hawaiian island of Kauai. She loves to work at her family shaved ice stand. She is also an activist for the Hawaiian monk seals. Kanani was the first Girl of the Year to have a mobile app, which was called Kanani Shaved Ice. Her collection includes her meat accessories, a Hawaiian monk seal, Kanani's ukulele set, a lounge chair set, her paddleboard, the shaved ice stand, and 5 outfits, including her pajamas, beach, aloha, and party outfits, and her luau set. Then she was sadly retired. And of course, on January 1st, 2012, the Girl of the Year was released. Her name was McKenna Brooks, who has to learn to balance her love of gymnastics with her need to succeed in school. She is the second Girl of the Year to have a movie made about her, which is called An American Girl, McKenna Shoots for the Stars, which I have. She also had a very large collection, including her meat accessories, her dog, rainy day gear, a beam and bar, a get well set, team gear, McKenna's loft bed, as well as a whole closet worth of outfits, including her fancy dress, pajamas, school and warm-up outfits, her performance set, and practice wardrobe. She was very popular but retired as 2012 came to a close. On January 1st of 2013, Sage Copeland was unveiled as the Girl of the Year. Sage is a very talented painter who is passionate about reserving the art classes at her school. She was also given a movie adaptation to her book in the summer of 2013 titled An American Girl, Sage Paints the Sky, which I also have. Following her predecessors, Sage had a massive collection, including her meat accessories, her dog and horse, a parade saddle set, the parade hat and helmet, a picnic set, Sage's painting set, a hot air balloon set, and 5 outfits, her pajamas, sparkly dress, Sage's parade sweater, and tunic outfits. Sage was a very popular doll whose collection was almost entirely sold out before her inevitable retirement. At the beginning of 2014, Isabel Palmer was released as the Girl of the Year. She's a ballet dancer who loves to design her own costumes. Her story shares the power of nurturing your personal talents. Following the previous 2 Girls of the Year, she also had a movie which was titled An American Girl, Isabel Danced to the Spotlight. Her collection includes her meat accessories, kitten, dance case, a studio, dance beret, a makeup set, as well as a lot of clothing. Isabel had pajamas, a metallic dress, her performance set, sparkly dress, and a mix and match wardrobe that included various clothing pieces. Isabel and her collection were retired following the end of 2014. Then on January 1st, Grace Thomas was named as the Girl of the Year for 2015. She loves to bake and goes to visit her aunt and uncle's bakery in Paris. When she returned home, she was filled with motivation and ideas for her own future bakery. She also had a movie about her story, An American Girl, Grace Stirs Up Success. She has a large collection, including her meat accessories, earrings, her French bulldog, Paris and sightseeing accessories, hairstyle set, travel set, French desserts, her baking set, bistro set, a pastry cart, the French bakery, and 6 outfits. Pajamas, opening night dress, travel coat, and baking, city, and sightseeing outfits. And as 2015 came to a close, Grace was retired. January 1st is a big day for American Girl doll fans. On this day of 2016, Leah Clark was released as the Girl of the Year. Despite it being her dreams to visit her brother in Brazil, Leah is very afraid of the traveling aspect. In her story, she tends to face her fears and dive into adventure. Leah would be the last Girl of the Year to receive a movie, which was titled An American Girl, Leah to the Rescue. Her collection included her meat accessories, earrings, a 3-toed sloth, a sea turtle, her mergay cat, rainforest hike and beach accessories, a picnic set, an ocean kayak set, a fruit stand, a rainforest home, and her mini outfits, which include her Rainforest Dreams pajamas, beach dress, her mix and match swimsuit set, and her celebration rainforest, hike, and bahia outfits. As 2016 came to a close, she was retired. However, Leah Clark would be the final Girl of the Year to be only available for a year. Then, you know the drill. January 1st of 2017 came, and the Girl of the Year was revealed. This year gave us the first and only Black Girl of the Year doll, Gabriella McBride. Sadly, Mattel didn't spend much time on her, as they were also releasing Tinny Grant and Logan Everett at the same time. So it appeared that Gabriella was more of an afterthought. Before she was Gabriella, she was Truly Me number 46. After she was released, number 46 was retired. Gabriella loves performing spoken word poetry despite her stutter. Through her story, she works hard to speak out to help others. She had a collection that included her meat accessories, colorful cupcake set, her cat, tap shoes, her Showtime kit, performance case, creative studio set, a chair and ottoman, her loft bed, and 5 outfits: her pajamas, celebration dress, and her take flight, sparkling sequins, and rehearsal outfits. Gabriella was available for longer than a year. She was actually on shelves until 2019 when she was retired. It's at this point that the American Girl dolls had a new eye style that is a bit more cartoony. Personally, I prefer the previous look, but some really enjoyed this updated style. Although Gabrielle was still available at the beginning of 2018, Mattel announced that the Girl of the Year was Luciana Vega, nicknamed Lucy. She is a confident young girl who is mesmerized by outer space and has dreams of becoming an astronaut. Lucy's collection included her meat accessories, Mars habitat, maker station, telescope projector set, her robotic dog and bed, visiting center accessories, and starry night accessories, as well as her 5 outfits, including her PJs, flight suit, spacesuit, and stellar and starry night outfits. Luciana and her collection were available until September of 2021. January 1st of 2019 came with the unveiling of Blair Wilson as the Girl of the Year. She loves inventing recipes with the ingredients her family grows on their farm. As she helps her mom cook at the bed and breakfast that they own, she has to learn how to work through many challenges. Her collection includes her meat accessories, a piglet, lamb, gardening accessories, her garden, party decor, restaurant accessories, the family farm restaurant, and her assortment of outfits, which includes her in bloom PJs, bridesmaid dress, and her gardening, casual, and floral flare outfits. She, just like Luciana, was available way after her year ended, being retired in 2021. Surprisingly, the next doll was not released on January 1st, but December 31st of 2019. Joss Kendrick was unveiled as the Girl of the Year for 2020. Joss is the first Girl of the Year doll to have a medical aid, as she has hearing aids. She loves to surf, but after a dare from her brother, she thinks she may also love cheerleading. She discovers that maybe she can have more than one hobby at a time. Her collection includes her meat accessories, her bulldog with life vest, a sea lion pup, her infinity cheer backpack, cheer practice equipment, a surfboard, beach grill set, her Volkswagen surf bus, as well as all of her mini outfits. The available outfits were her Shine Bright PJs, beach jumper, surf and swim set, wetsuit, and Joss's cheer competition, cheer practice, and beach vibes outfits, and her cheer team check-in. Joss's Volkswagen surf bus remains one of the most expensive American Girl doll playsets at a very reasonable $650. Joss and her collection were available until June of 2022. Once again striking on December 31st, Mattel released Kira Bailey as the Girl of the Year of 2021. In her story, she is invited by her aunt to her wildlife sanctuary in Australia. Obviously, she jumps at the opportunity, but while she's there, she realizes how big of a responsibility she had signed up for. Her collection includes her meat accessories, a koala, a kangaroo and joey, a wallaby care kit, wildlife rescue set, outdoor and comfy camping accessories, an animal exam table, Kira's comfy platform tent, as well as her wardrobe, which includes her koala PJs, her casual, comfy camping and wildlife care outfits, and finally, Kira's Adopt Don't Shop outfit that came out in 2022. Kira and her collection were available for a little over a year when she was retired in February of 2023. Slightly following the new trend of the Girl of the Year releases, Corinne Tan was released on December 30th of 2021. At the same time, Mattel released her sister Gwen Tan as a Welly Wisher and her brother Blix as a Biddy Baby, making her the second and final Girl of the Year doll as of right now to have additional characters from their stories made into actual dolls. She was the next Girl of the Year to have a movie made. Originally supposed to release in late 2022, American Girl Corinne Tan the movie wasn't released until July of 2023, where it was only available on Amazon Prime. Corinne's collection, of course, included her meat accessories, as well as her dog with backpack, Corinne and Gwen's bedroom, a ski lodge fire pit, a ski and snack shop, camping, ice skating, and ski accessories, as well as her variety of clothing options, which included her power blue pajamas and her casual ski and camping outfits. Corinne and her accessories were eventually retired in late 2023. Kavi Sharma was released as the Girl of the Year for 2023. She is a young Indian girl living in New Jersey. Kavi has a growing interest for all things theater and dancing. When she goes to attend a Broadway performance of Wicked, she knows that she is meant to do that forever. Her collection includes her meat accessories, dog, backstage set, and trunk, as well as Kavi's songwriting and yoga accessories. You already know she has several outfit options, which include her Shining Star pajamas, a Bollywood dance costume, Elphaba and Glinda costume sets, and finally her yoga and performance outfits. Kavi and her entire collection are still available today. Surprisingly, the Girl of the Year for 2024 was released in October of 2023. She is Lila Minetti, a young but talented gymnast who is actually coached by McKenna Brooks, the Girl of the Year for 2012. To gain more confidence, Lila attends a riding camp where she befriends a horse named Hollyhock. Her collection is very small compared to the previous Girls of the Year. It includes her meat accessories, her Mighty May dog, Hollyhock the horse, the Honey Crisp Hill horse stable, her gym bag and gear, gymnastics equipment, as well as 4 outfits. Her Sparkle and Dreams pajamas, gymnastics practice and competition outfits, as well as her horseback riding outfit. She, just like Kavi, is still available to purchase through American Girl today. And finally, the American Girl Doll of the Year for 2025 is Summer McKinney. She was released in late 2024 and is obviously still available for purchase. Summer is a young entrepreneur who turns her passion for dog walking and treat making into a business to support the local animal shelter. But when the family gets a new pet, she pauses everything to help out at home. Her collection includes her meat accessories, her treat cart, her dog Crescent, the new cat Fettuccine, the pet spa and daycare, dog, baking, and sleep accessories, a gourmet kitchen, as well as 3 outfits. Her stars in Snuggles PJs, and wacky pup tails and bake sale outfits. And that, my freaks, is all of the American Girl dolls of the years as of April of 2025. It's very easy to see the lack of diversity, not only because the vast majority of the dolls we talked about today were white, but also because it seems Mattel believes that there are only a handful of hobbies that little girls can have, including gymnastics, arts and crafts, music, dancing, nature, or cooking. With a few exceptions like Gabriella's interest in outer space, it's pretty devastating to see such a lack of inclusion, with only a couple of dolls having some kind of disability or sensitivity, and only one doll having even the slightest bit of LGBT representation in their story. However, this is not necessarily surprising given the history of American Girl dolls. I have personally loved these dolls since I was younger and owned quite a few, some of which were mentioned today, like Sage and Isabel. Lindsey is one of my holy grail dolls. I would love to own her and her entire collection. Understandably, not everyone was able to do this, as these dolls have always been expensive, especially for a doll meant to be played with. But as always, I would love to chat with y'all in the comments about today's topic. Have you ever owned an American Girl doll? What is your favorite Girl of the Year doll that we talked about? And what do you want to see me talk about next? If you enjoyed this video, maybe consider liking and subscribing perchance. We just hit 100 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Either way, I will have a very exciting videos for you guys so soon. And with that, Penelope Peculiar is out of the building. And so is Molly. Peace.